Welcome back to UltimaBeauty. Today I'm going to do a review and tutorial for you of MAC Cosmetics' re-release of their Cinderella inspired makeup collection. So in honor of MAC's 40th anniversary, 40 years of amazing makeup, congratulations MAC, MAC re-released some of their more popular Disney makeup collections. So they did their Maleficent collection, their live-action Aladdin, and the one that I'm doing for you today is inspired by the live-action Cinderella from 2015. So MAC re-released the eyeshadow palette, the lipstick, and the loose pigment from their Cinderella collection in 2015. I personally loved the Cinderella live-action adaptation. I'm a 90s Disney kid. I love my 90s Disney princesses and cartoons. Have not really loved all of the live-action remakes, to be honest. They're okay, but they haven't really been my favorite. However, I think that Cinderella live-action was really well done. They added just enough extra content, but kept it pretty pure and straight to the original story. First up, I have the Cinderella Stroke of Midnight eyeshadow palette. There are 6 lovely shades in various finishes that you can create all kinds of Cinderella-inspired makeup looks. I went a little heavier with the colors. If I was doing a straight-up Cinderella, I would probably focus more on the first 4. But there are endless possibilities. With these, you can go dramatic, you can go neutral, everyday, party, whatever you're interested in. They are long-lasting. There is minimal fallout, but it's easy to clean up. They have all the impact of a MAC eyeshadow. So I was able to use this darker one here as my eyeliner. It was perfect. Great glow, great highlights from these right here. Just a really nice palette for whatever you're interested in, and it's Cinderella inspired. My nails kind of match. Then we have the MAC Cinderella Luster Glass inspired lipstick from Cinderella. It is in the shade Royal Ball. Pretty Cinderella blue. It's a really pretty sort of nude coral shade, I would say. It's very sheer. It's not really my favorite kind of shade because if you're familiar with my videos, I tend to go bold with the lips. But I think it's nice. It's subtle. It definitely does give luster and a little bit of sparkle to the lips. Nothing major or over the top though. It's pretty for every day. It's pretty for night. It's kind of an anytime kind of wear lipstick. Not heavy, very sheer, very pretty. It lasts probably a little bit less time than your average lipstick because it's more of a luster, kind of sheer lipstick. But it's not bad. I would say a couple hours, 3 hours. And finally, we have the Cinderella-inspired pigment in the shade Pretty It Up. Pretty It Up, that line was spoken by Fairy Godmother in the live-action adaptation. Go watch it if you haven't. And then this is sort of a not really copper, sort of a bronzy, sort of like a deep bronze, really. It really hits the deeper brown shades, though, I'd say. It's more cool tone than a bronze that is more warm, if that makes sense. But it's really, really shimmery. I have it on the middle of the lids. You can see it more in the tutorial part of my video. It's so pigmented, it's so packed with color. This pigment will last you a lifetime because a little goes a super long way. You don't have to use it only on your eyes. You can use it on the face. You can use it on your lips on top of a lipstick or a lip gloss. It's really very versatile and a super pretty shade. So those are my quick thoughts on MAC's Cinderella collection relaunch. Now I have a tutorial for you using those products and a few others. So without any further ado, here is my MAC 40th anniversary Cinderella collection makeup tutorial. Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. Start out with the shade Omega. That's a classic MAC eyeshadow, that matte brown tint there. And just start to work that through the crease of the eye, blending all the way across and taking it out just a little bit. Really just creating a subtle contour. And just keep working it through the crease, going up a little bit towards the brow bone. Don't worry about being too precise because we're going to blend it out anyway. And take your blending brush, this one's from MAC, and soften those lines of the shade Omega. So really nice and diffused, just giving the eye a contour like I said. Starting out with a basic shape for the rest of our Cinderella eyeshadow. Then take the shade Satin Taupe and place that all over the eyelid with a flat brush. Take it up just a little bit into the crease as well. Satin Taupe's a really nice satin finish with a tiny bit of shimmer in it. It's a very pretty shade, very Cinderella inspired. Just cover your entire eyelid with Satin Taupe. Then take the shade Phloof and work that through the brow bone. This shade's a really pretty sort of beige with a beautiful frost finish. Really nice to highlight the brow bone. And then blend Phloof and Omega, the seams there, so we have no harsh lines, just so they sort of melt right into each other. Then take the shade Stroke of Midnight and trace that along your lash line. Like other MAC eyeshadows, this one is great for lining the lashes and giving us a liner effect with the ease of a powder. It's a really pretty sort of deep blue purple with just a hint of shimmer. Just trace that along your lash line and create just a little wing at the end. Same thing on the other eye. Just a thin line, tiny wing, nothing major. Then use a little flat brush and trace that just along your lash line, your lower lash line, I should say. We're going to leave the inner waterline blank, or you could use a cream or skin colored liner just to create that sort of bigger, wider open eye look that is iconic with Disney princesses. Then take the shade Vapourize, sort of that light peach with a little bit of sparkle, and put that in the inner corners of your eyes. Also working to give us that wide open effect. Real Disney princess look. Then take the loose pigment and pretty it up. Sort of a deep bronzish shade. And just tap that on the center of your eyelid, just to give it an extra pop. And just tap, tap, tap. And I like to tap off the excess before I place it on my eye. Then using MACstack Micro Brush, it came as a free sample of my order. Really nice little mascara. Pop that on your top and bottom lashes. I like the micro brush from MACstack because it's really great at grabbing all the tiny little lashes and giving you excellent volume and really a wide awake look. So just put a few coats. The deal with MACstack is you can put coat after coat after coat. I did like 2 or 3 and I was pretty happy with it. Don't forget your bottom lashes. Just be a little careful. Then to finish up the look, I took a contour shade from NYX and I just ran it a bit under my cheekbone. Really loading on the color at first, but blending it to make it much less harsh. Same thing on the other side. We want to contour and shade, but we don't want any harsh lines for our Disney Cinderella makeup look. I then took a highlighter shade and placed that all over the tops of my cheekbones. I took a really nice pearly finish highlighter because I really wanted to accent the tops of the cheekbones and the temples, get a really pretty Disney princess look. How many times have I said that? I took a liquid blush, and I just put a few dabs of that on the apples of my cheek, and I just blended it in with my fingertips, sort of warming it up, melting it into the skin for a pretty Disney flush. You could use a powder if you like. I just think the liquid worked better for this type of look. And finally, onto the Luster Glass lipstick in Royal Ball. That pretty peachy lipstick there. And pretty simple, I just placed it all over my lips. It's a much sheer lipstick, but it's also quite pretty. And there we have our finished MAC Disney Cinderella inspired makeup look. It's a really great collection. There are so many different makeup looks you can create with that palette. This is just one. I honestly use that palette more often than probably any of the other ones I've bought recently. It's very versatile, very pretty, long lasting. These shadows, I think they can last 8 hours, maybe longer. No creasing or smudging. They have all the power of MAC eyeshadows with a beautiful Cinderella shade. And that's about it for my MAC Cinderella makeup review and tutorial. You can check out my blog for makeup swatches, more in-depth review. If you want to see more makeup in between my blog posts and videos, check out my social media pages. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you're interested. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.